Here's adventure.
His fast gun for hire keeps the calling wind.
This is High Noon and welcome. Are you prepared to draw? I hope so. And I don't mean any of that liver lizzy gun slinging stuff. And I don't mean any of that artist stuff. I'm here to do that. You all will just draw together, become family, friends, help each other, support each other, all that stuff. This is a place to have a good old time, friends and frolic, and all that stuff. Okay? This is it.
Hello, one and all. How are you this lovely, lovely afternoon? And I am not late, Evan. We hit the start broadcast, go live at exactly noon. And, well, took us a couple seconds, yes, to get the theme song going because my mouse did not want to work properly. But other than that, things were going good. So how is everybody this afternoon? Hey, Model. Hey, Evan. Hey, everybody who's out there. Please hit the like button and the share. Also, Model, I was serious about if you've got an idea for animation. I do technically have a script that I've written up. It was for live action, but that doesn't really matter. Although I must admit, it's not exactly in like format, the prestige format for thank you, Evan, for that happy Canadian Thanksgiving, and to all my Canadian listeners, happy Thanksgiving. But yeah, it's not in the format for movies and all that, just because I didn't know what it was and that type of format, and I've written it up. So wrote it up before knowing. It's a pain in the neck putting it into that format. Okay, so today nobody entered the contest for Capricorn over the last week, so nobody won. No, Slug, sorry. Nobody entered Slug this week, so nobody won Slug. There was no Slugfest. I don't know. You would have to ask Model what he was thinking, 2D or 3D. He mentioned it, I think it was Thursday night last week on his show about doing animation for the Canadian Shield. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly what he's thinking. So maybe we would have to get together and put things together, figure stuff out. But this week I am doing my character Pig Shnorker. Everything is up on Twitter to work with, to put it in, and some reference, a link to my website. And there's a link for anybody who would like to get in on buying a Cross Comics shirt, maybe of the Canadian Shield. I am working on other designs. Would you guys like to see another hero or a villain for a t-shirt? Or something completely different? Oh, no. Yeah, well, they'll have to be approved by me, Model. maybe that's what you were thinking that I might not quite agree with. I'm working on a project. Oh, cool. That's not part of it. Yeah, that would be part of the deal because, to my characters, I want to make sure they're not being misrepresented. Heck, that's why I don't go to DC or Marvel or anybody else. Because I do not want my characters being misrepresented in any way, shape, or form. And Evan saying, are you talking about a 3D animation model? And what project are you working on, JP? And you haven't even seen my script. You don't know how good or bad it is either, model. So secret. So your project is a secret. It's red, white, and has 18 wheels. Canadian truck. Is this for your Trent? Is this for your game? Secret. Is this for when you get into Canada in your game so you can try and blend in? JP says, once again, secret. Unless you're trying to make a Canadian Tire truck. Make sure everybody's hitting the like, sharing this out. Hey, Ulrich. Good afternoon. Hey, John. Should I say hello, John Man or John Boy? And who is this strange King's kid in the chat who we've never seen before? No. So, as I was saying earlier, who would be interested in my next design being a hero or a villain? Would you rather a hero or a villain? That's, of course, for a t-shirt, I mean. T-shirt, whatever, for my store. anti-villain. No, technically, today's part of our Thanksgiving, Elric. Some have Thanksgiving dinner on the Sunday night, but a lot have it on, just as probably many have it on Monday. This is Thanksgiving weekend for us. Hey, E. Hello, Matt. So not too bad of a thing last night. Auction. Avery sold a piece. I don't know, because we had it first and you guys went and decided to have it and throw it a month later. Yeah, it was doing that to me. It's November in Canada. How does it reset on me? Yep, reset on me. We're up to 6, though. With 9 watching. So we have more of an excuse to eat your Happy Columbus Day. Says JP4. Yeah, you guys seem to get Columbus Day on our Thanksgiving. Yeah, but you also get to eat so close to what's the name of it? Your Thanksgiving and your Christmas are close together. Well, right now I'd like to see. Well, my campaign's a little bit still off. That's in January. Right now, I'd like to see some more patrons and some more people buying from the store. You're the only one who's bought anything so far, Dillard. But like I was saying to you 9 people who are out there, oh, trust me, I'll be. Oh, we're down to 6. But as I was saying, I'll wait till we get back up to 9, I guess. I was asking. Yeah, I understand that, Matt. I understand. Rick, I want the buckler for the next card. Okay. Rick, you have to drum up interest and sales will flow. I don't really bring it up much in my streams, but I probably should. My campaign for doing the Canadian Shield #1 is not active, E, but of course I do have the store, Canadian Cross Comics merch. But as I was trying to ask people for the next design for a t-shirt or whatever, the products there, would people prefer a villain or a hero? Cool. No villains are technically in issue 1. It's more of an origin issue. Number 2 has the first villain, which is Toxico, I believe. And hello, Raggedy. Here, let me just confirm that. Go over to. And the easiest way to probably get to my merch store is going on to Cross Comics website. I now have a link to it from there in the store section. Well, JP, okay, Dillard, if you're listening, you can come in too if you can. Yeah, Canadian Shield number 2 is who first appears. So you're thinking Toxico? Yeah, I thought of him too. I'm just seeing what people would like. Not that, like I said, anybody but Dillard's butt, anything. And I get some of you guys don't have money to too, so I'm not trying to be a knob about it. Hey, are you in pre-campaign mode, Rick? Time is ticking away. A little bit. Hey, why do you think I've opened up the store? You know, we've got the prints coming hopefully sometime this week. I'm starting to try and get some stuff done and ready, so we will be ready for campaign mode. Get people thinking about it. Whichever one Cat will draw. Okay. Rick, you need to start doing a live stream circuit. Spread the word far and wide. Oh, trust me, probably a week or month, something like that, before I'm going live with the campaign. I'll start getting ready to get on people's shows. I'll email or DM a bunch of people that I know have people on, and then yeah. Well, I just want to. The one thing I want to make sure is it's going to be ready to go. Cross, do you have turkey for Thanksgiving as well, or do you eat something different? Usually people in Canada go either between turkey or a ham. Alric. Right now, I need to probably try and find. List Tom, Bob, and Doug McKenzie for the gift. I guess the biggest thing right now that I want to make sure is that I've got find out whether I have to do the colors or whether somebody else. I probably prefer somebody else. And then I've also got to worry about the blacks. Yeah, some people don't have turkey and they just have ham, and some people don't have ham and they just have turkey. Just as long as you're not a turkey hamming it up. And let's share my screen for a sec. I've done a few updates to the page. So you now see Cross Comics up there instead of Cross Comics merch store. Got something with all the heroes here. Cool. That would be really cool. Let's see, accessories. The best way to showcase for designs, right there. Canadian Shield, Cross Comics, the print, and Canadian Shield. They're available in a wide variety of things. Oh, and also right now, people, for those joining up till the end of this month, the end of October, joining up at any level on my Patreon, get a $5 discount on items. I'm not sure whether it's you enter. There's a promo code to enter. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure the mug comes in green. Yeah, right there. There is a green. I'm not liking the way that my inks are coming along. Ooh, well, that's not good. Well, do your best and show me, and we'll see what comes along. It's only one page, too. But I like what I saw so far the last time. And we got gray. And for all the girls out there, we got pink. Actually, this needs to be redone because the new look for the Canadian Shield. These might be a limited time only. Nobody's gotten them yet either, so I'm thinking changing this up. So, okay, so there's stop sharing. Or see what you got so far. The great thing is, E2 is it is digital, so which one? Well, there's four of them technically, but yeah, they all should come in all those colors. As well, so you should remove the signature. You want me to remove the signature, Dillard? I was just trying to, you know, be honest about who did it and all that. You know, seeing as how it was your signature, you who did it. You don't mind if I remove the signature? Yes, that's what I said. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should take those the couple off. Well, what is it? The only one that really needs the signature taking off. And you've already got the shirt for it too. Well, it should be on the way by now. Have you got it yet, Dillard? Yeah. Yeah, let me show my screen again. Yeah, there's that one. Oh, okay. So later this week. So yeah, here's a close-up look of this. Well, I'll keep your signature on this one so you can see it properly, John. It doesn't look as bad on this one. And of course, there is that. And you've got it on both sides. I've got to create that for the Cross Comics one too, and maybe Canadian Shield. Oh, I think you might be meaning the signature. Might be a bit blurry, yeah. But let's see, what else do we have? We got pillows. I gotta do the other one with the pillows, so. Wall art. Canadian Shield print. I think these are different sizes. One's 8 by 10, 18 by 24, and they come with different color backgrounds too. And this is 24 by 36 canvas print. Wall tapestry. I got to get this for both of those. Beach towel. I'm going to do what I got here for Canadian Shield with the Cross Comics, edit it. And there's bedding. Thinking of trying to expand this to do the whole thing. And doing the same thing as with this, Got phone cases. Stickers. Bags. And even socks. Okay, so I know I got to get back to this thing, so let's stop this. People want to see drawing, not... So hopefully people like seeing that stuff there. So, got a few videos to do today. Unfortunately, my last two videos for October have not worked out. So, yeah, I did. Let me see. There's one I did draw Inktober, Snowdrift. There's Despair. Ball. I think that's one of the ones that didn't show up for Inktober. Dragon Breath. I think I got his wings too small there, though. And the Flame. Rick, what was it like for the shoot growing up as large as he was? Um, Probably not that bad, because he did grow up in amongst the Indian community, and they would have, I believe, respected his large size. He was a good hunter, or became a good hunter. It wasn't until he was probably in his early 20s, mid 20s, that an evangelist came to town, or traveling evangelist, I'm not sure how to put it, traveling preacher, exposed him to the gospel, and he accepted it. That's when he was started to be shunned by his own community. And although probably that's probably partly what shunned him from the white community, his large size. He's big, he's monster. That's just off the top of my head. I can't say I really thought a lot about his growing up years. What I would suspect that I would believe about it off the top of my head. Tell me a story about Shield as a youngster. Yeah. Okay, I have no idea what to say. Uh, Give me a couple minutes, I think. Uh, Obviously, early 1800s. If it's a spoiler, if it's a spoiler, then do tell it, Russ. I mean, don't. Well, it's not so much a spoiler at the moment. Nothing like I said just a couple minutes ago, it might be a spoiler later on, but I haven't really thought of his much of his childhood. He grew up in probably good standings in amongst the Indian community, the Native American community, however you want to say it. of his day and age. It might be something neat to delve into at some point. Probably Six Nations. Um, I'm thinking either Iroquois or Mohawk, JP. That's the ones from around here because he is from the Hamilton area back then. Eventually, he gets transported up in the middle of nowhere, modern day, and he'll, although he doesn't know it, so I'm gonna who gave him his name. Probably his parents, or I think they changed names a little bit throughout thing their life, depending on things. So Men Like Cougar is probably something he got when he was near adulthood or adulthood for various reasons. Being a good hunter, doing stuff fairly amongst people of his tribe. I wrote all this down a while back when we were having when I was getting a little bit of flack or whatever you want to call it over the name. I did some research and I just forget it offhand. I was going to do a video about it too. Okay, checks out. Okay, so what do you mean tribe checks out, JP? You were looking to see whether they were one from around this area? Of course, I'm going to invest John's money. I want a solid project. So, any ideas who I should draw tonight on 5 o'clock shadow? What DC character? Stay away from my Rick, maybe 5 o'clock shadow, a fundamentals show. What do you mean, JP? Drawing technique and so. I got a drawing technique. Show us the page Ortiz is inking. Just the first page. Let's see. Do. He sent one shot of what he's done so far, which is a little bit, but not much. I should actually get that. And let's see, I'll show you this. Anyways, this is the first page that he's inking. So far, this is not his. This isn't what he's done. I'll show you what he's done. Okay, we'll stop sharing. Or he might have done more. Last one that I have by him. Oh, he sent a. Looks like he just sent one. Okay, let's see. Show the first one he had sent. Okay, so there's what he had done first time I had seen he shared, I said a little about the mohawk being a little shorter and a little bit not quite as wide. Other than that, I thought it was pretty good. Let's. And then he just recently sent me this. So it is looking good as far as I'm concerned. Oh, he's shortened the wings. Yeah, that could go too. If you're listening, E, uh, the monitors can be inked around, anyways. I've got to put a keyboard on there. Yeah, it's looking great. Uh, Hello, Terrell. Okay, so let's stop sharing screen. And how is everyone's X challenge going? I think Joshua has put in one of his funnies. Eric says his is going good. And just a reminder, the deadline is the 31st at midnight Eastern Standard Time. For those of you on the West Coast, that's 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the 31st. Cool. Well, remember to get the bio too. So what else people got going on today? In a week from now, I'll be doing, well, not this exact time in a week from now, but we have the Canadian elections for our Prime Minister. Rick, stop inking with the gargantuan black marker. Yeah, well, I don't really have anything in between at the moment. Why would they have a warrant out for my arrest? Those are the ones that, sort of, I got this from. Buy a #1 watercolor brush with a pot of Indian ink. Well, that doesn't help me right now, does it, model? Where's my 8? You have to plan it. Yeah, well. Also, there's the fact at the moment, I can't afford it. Everybody wants to point up to models point. Is that on point? Find someone who likes to redact documents and sell your Sharpies too. Heck, I've seen people use big Sharpies, like the box office artist, when you got to fill in big areas of black. 6. Okay, I have no idea what 6 means. Yeah, well, I don't even have that $10 at the moment because I was a little stupid. Well, probably a lot stupid. I did not pay my cell phone bill before I ran out of money. And, well, I need to put money on my transportation for next week at this point. Or this week for, Friday, Saturday. Also, pick a light source. I'm thinking something from in front. That's why, I got the shading off to the side there, here, here. Haven't done much here, but a little bit in there. And the back. Although that probably is my biggest problem, always picking a light source. Talking to me or JP for the comb your hair comment? Oh, you're talking to model? JP says, a lot of hippies here. Yes, how hip are you? Are you hip enough to be a hippie? Oh man, why am I so bored? Got lack of energy today. Hey Matthew, how are you? I'll be right back, folks. I'm getting a drink of water. Nope, it's the 14th model. Matthew is doing okay. Fighting off the Lebel beasts of Twitter. When JP4's laughing, crying. You rang. I need a Canadian Shield hood ornament for my car, preferably. Preferably in moose form. Well, you could always. I do have these. I could hand paint. I got blank ones. $25 hand painted into the Canadian Shield. Goes right from this to this. Well, it needs to be chrome. Well, I don't know what to do to help you then. So what do we want to do to waste time, people? There's 7 of you here. Or maybe 5 besides me and my mom. This, I'd say, is pretty much done. Needs to be classy. It's going on my car. And you have a classy car? Somehow I find that hard to believe. Just as long as you're not a dudette. Well, me, Manakuga. You're not disrespect. Sandals. Gross, says Dillet. Excuse me. Talk about the Shield's personality. How do I describe him? He is, in a lot of ways, very staunch. Maybe not staunch is the right word. He's as a matter of fact, I'm not sure how to put it, his personality. Why should I love him? Because he's a person, damn it. He's a person. Maybe a fake person, a cartoon person, but he's still a person. That's why you should love him. May just be a person of my imagination, but he's a person nonetheless. Thank you, Matthew. Let's I'm just trying to figure it out. Man like Jerry. Okay, Matt. What else? Man like Cherry. JP's okay, Matt. He's very easy going. He does his thing, you know. He's very he believes entertain us, Rick. The Canadian buckler voice should be shabby. Of course, Model wants to do a Canadian buckler and a Canadian shield cartoon when we never know whether the twain shall meet. We are your test bed. Oh, did you? I'll be honest, Rick. It sounds like you know nothing about. It's all in my head, but how, putting it, saying it in words is hard. But, I've written like 8 scripts and, I could write, I don't know how many more. Keeping the person out, I will do this. That's going to be no that model. One minute pitch. The Canadian Shield is a man taken from his time. He is chosen to help the world, or help Canada at least. He is one that will go through many trials on his journey back home. Sadly, after announced season 1 of the Canadian Shield has been cancelled. Yeah. I'm not sure you know how. No model. No model is Rick. You could be Rick. Yeah, well, I want to make sure. But creative control. What's above creative control, though? Damn it, Rick. What, Dillard? My mind's only half here. Hello, burning one. Yellow. Okay, what's yellow about? Mellow yellow. Da 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 da. Just talk to me. I know all you guys seem to like the Canadian buckler, and he's all right, but he has to have his place in the cross universe. And I don't know exactly what that place is yet. No, that is definitely not his place alongside the Canadian Shield. I'm sorry. That I can say. He is... The buckler, I think, is going to end up being a villain. I think he's going to be... He would end up being... See, I can show you. Or I think I can show you. There's the buckler. If I have him in, there's the buckler. At about the 5.5 year mark, or is it the 6.5 year mark? He's going to come back in time, steal the suit off of Man Like Cougar, and take it back to his time, and Man Like Cougar's going to have to go to the future, get the suit back, and maybe at that point he becomes the buckler to be a thorn in the Canadian Shield side. When and how does Ted Danson fit into all this? So you can't make decisions. The Shield is a Manny Sue. He can be in any scenario. Okay, later, Matthew. Thanks for stopping by. See, we could also get all these other guys here, these 5 other guys in on the Buckler's team. Live long and prosper. Heck, Dillard's made him out to be a villain or anti-hero, whatever you want to call him. Dillard's even made it so he's against the Canadian Shield. He has a beef with the Canadian Shield because even in what Dillard's done, the Canadian Shield has rejected him. Thus, he becomes a thorn in the Shield's side. Yeah, well, as I said to Dillard, the Canadian Shield wouldn't have acted that way towards him. The way Dillard had him act. Is the Phantom and the Buckler fight in the forest? Does anyone hear them? I have no idea. No, the Shield, the Canadian Shield is not the villain. At this rate, no one sees them. It's kids. Not until season 2. See, Dillard just agreed with me that he turns into a villain. Shield does not touch Thunderwater. Is that what it's called? Thunderwater? The creator. Listen to the guy who created the show. Model, you're not the one that created the show. I've had this idea since 20 years. I think my mom can confirm that. I sure as heck for sure had it since I wrote the movie script and thought about turning it into a TV series. If it is, it's better than Fire Water, sure. Not the show? She is biased. Oh yeah, Dillard, I'm gonna need you to send me some reference for the buckler since JP wants buckler. Mom, do you know that models should have full creative control over a Canadian Shield animated series? Let's see what she says when she finally hears this.
You want me to confirm? Yeah. It's more like 30 years ago.
Oh, you're back a bit. Model put, Rick, even your mom knows I should have full creative control. Do you think that's true?
No.
You need to know. You need her to show her his work first. He hasn't even showed me. She DM'd me and said yes. Oh, but thank God that's going to be a no. So she just voiced on live channel thing. GP's damn it, Linda.
I've had to put up with this for the last 30 years.
You know, it doesn't mean the television idea was in the work for 30 years. Rick, this opportunity is knocking. Yes, it is. And we need to work together.
Yeah.
Since it's my dream. Since my characters. I get veto power. Veto power. I am Rick Veto. Raggedy, so many possibilities down the drain. Heck, why do you think she's getting a dedication page all to herself in the comic book?
Who?
You.
What? First I knew about this.
Oh, come on. I've showed you it before. Rick, allow me to do a series of comic strips for the Shield doing Christian things. Well, okay. Well, you can submit a few. We'll see whether they get produced. I'm open to ideas. I just get full veto power whether they come to light or not. JP Force just say yes.
Did you forget about these?
No, they're being saved. Well, they're supposed to be being saved for thing, although I probably won't have any paper to draw on. Rick has an open, closed door policy. An R-rated Rick and Morty styles show called Shield and the Buckler. Let's see. Where is she? I will submit nothing, no veto whatsoever. I'm not going to waste my time on something that gets rejected, yes or no. No, maybe it's not yes or no. Maybe it's edit this, edit that. Or this works, this doesn't work. We need to start having weekly brand management meetings, says JP. Seeing what? I bring up the Canadian Shield movie script that I did. Scene 1, Hamilton, Ontario, early 1800s. Outside church. Made with stone. Well, I guess it's going to be wood in this case. Man like Cougar opens the doors to the church and enters and slowly walks to the front. He gets down on one knee in front of the altar and bows his head and begins to pray. Dear Lord, thank you for what you have done for me. I continue in my faith in you, but I struggle with what you would have me do, as I am an outcast of those I grew with and was taught by. I have accepted you in my heart, and those who claim you despise me because of my heritage. Creator of all, there is, if you will, show me the path that would make me a warrior for your kingdom. So weird. I don't know what I'm doing. In mid-sentence, man like Cougar disappears from the church. Start opening credits. Scene 2. Setting. Above the Canadian Arctic in the not-so-near future. Zoom into a log cabin with a large garage in the middle of the Canadian Arctic. Go into it and down an open hatch which opens into a hallway. Then go along the hallway, passing several people in with coats and a few doors with windows on them. Finally come to the end of the hallway. There, with a door in front of it, opens a window, revealing a large white room with a bunch of machines, desks, whiteboards, writing on them, a few people in lab coats, with one of them having the Canadian Shield suit in hand, putting some finishing touches on it. The man who has the suit in hand says, "Finally, done. Now just put it through the last few tests." The man places the suit down on a nearby counter, turns to his fellow co-worker, and in that instant, the suit disappears, leaving all the people confused as to what happened. Scene 3, I should say. A toxic waste dump sometime in the very recent past. Samuel Ramsey, disfigured body, floating face up in a pool of toxic waste. Samuel begins to groan. Samuel starts to bring up his upper body, and as he does, his lower half sinks beneath the toxic waste and touches the bottom of the pool. With feeling the bottom at his feet, he stands up and starts to walk out of the toxic waste. He finally makes it out, not realizing his appearance has changed. He continues to walk across till he comes. He continues to walk till he comes across a road at which he starts to follow the road in one of the directions it goes. As finally a car starts to come towards where he is. However, he is walking down the middle of the road, and the people in the car do not see him until it's too late. They swerve to avoid and slam into a tree near the side of the road. Although weak, Samuel goes over to the car. Samuel, can I help you at all? As Samuel approaches the car, the people notice his appearance and begin to scream, "It's a monster! Run for your life!" With the car being disabled, they get out of the car as quickly as they can and run away from Samuel as fast as they can. With this reaction, Samuel wants to check his appearance. I must see what I look like. So he continues to the car, sees his reflection in the window, and he falls to his knees and screams, "No!" And Model's going, no, 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 no. That is all wrong. How is it all wrong, Model? And Model says, that isn't how it goes. How can you tell me it isn't how it goes? How is it supposed to go then, according to Model? Because I created the story for the animated series. And what is your story for the animated series? This is probably where we get in the power of veto. It's canon. It's not canon unless I say it's canon. Seeing as how the Canadian Shield is, my IP. And of course, I do have way more scenes. And the scenes get a bit longer. Those are just sort of establishing things. You could always send me the script for your. How do you know? As far as I know, you haven't. You guys might have read it, but I haven't. And the thing is, I'm the one that counts. Well, thank you, Fire. Thank you for coming in. Just make sure you hit the like button and share it out, although we're almost over. Uh, I did my character, Pig Shnorker, today. We've just been talking a little bit about Canadian Shield animated series / live action. There's a lot to yeah, yeah. Yeah, like me seeing the script. Oh, you don't want me to see models because there's a lot to iron out? Yeah, well, maybe I can iron it out. Like I said, there's got to be veto power. I'm the what? I'm the editor. Jeez, that's really what it comes down to. You guys want no editor. You want free reign. I'm the editor in chief. Yeah, well, see, no free reign. I'm the editor in chief of Cross Comics. Better off doing your taxes, says Dillard, says Bullet. Oh, well, I am done here. We've been talking for a bit. So, and it's almost 2. So I think I'm going to end. Thank you everybody for stopping by and talking in the chat. You guys have made it good. Here. Yes, that's what happens, Rick, when people work for you for free. You they're asking nothing in return. Yeah, well, I have to make sure it's kept to my vision. Otherwise, why have anybody working for me free or not? But so we will catch you all hopefully later at the 5 o'clock shadow when we're drawing a DC character. Bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great and wonderful day.